Hello everyone, Vito's842 back here for another edition of What's on Deck. Coming your way early again. It's Friday. I would have done it on Sunday, but looks like I'm going to be busy again on Sunday, unfortunately. But this should be the last Sunday that I'm going to be busy on. Let's check out what's going on, first of all, on Kickstarter. First of all, we got the Bicycle Agape deck from Parma Playing Cards in Italia, Italy. I didn't know there was a city in Italy called Italia. It's kind of weird. They're looking for 20,000 euros. We're not anywhere close. I don't think it's going to fund, unfortunately. Let's have a look at it. The back design's not bad. But I'm not a huge fan of the faces. I mean, they're not horrible. They're not bad or anything like that, but I'm not a big fan of it myself. Especially since it doesn't match the, there's a few things. For one, it doesn't match the borders, the nice white borders on the backs. The back design's pretty nice. But again, it's got white borders and the faces are definitely not white. I do like the pattern on the faces to some extent. The pips are okay. I do prefer my pips to be solid, but sometimes like that is fine. The biggest problem I think is the court cards being just kind of standard, some minor modifications to the headpieces and to the colors. That's probably turning people off a little bit. And here we get the jokers down here. They're butterflies. That's kind of cool. And hearts. And 14 euros for one deck also is a turnoff, especially considering it is fairly standard. I mean, it's complete. It is custom, but the court cards are kind of standard, just modified. There's also a white version, as you can see. That's a stretch goal, but they're not going to reach at this rate. And a blue edition, which is also a stretch goal. What, no red? Oh, yes, you can get a metal ace of spades, t-shirts. They got massive goals, stretch goals up until 50,000 euros, and they're just not going to get that funding at this rate. I really don't believe it's going to fund. Next up, Music Box Playing Cards relaunch from Classics Playing Cards. 96% funded, 10 days to go. It's going to fund just a matter of time. We got the Bicycle Natural Disasters Volcano Edition from Collectible Playing Cards, the first in a 7-deck series of natural disasters. It's funded, 15 days to go. They just launched a second one, the Wildfire, in the natural disasters. And as you can see, it's somewhat similar. The back design is just a different color from the other one. More orangey, I guess. And the faces, I think, might be the same or very similar. I mean, it's kind of the same color scheme. The pips might be a little bit different. I haven't looked at them, but it's flamey and fiery, just like the volcano. I would not have hurt them to have made their second deck something a bit different. Like, one of the blue ones or the green ones, so it's, not that similar. But you can see the volcano is red. The Wildfire is orange. The next one, in a beigey color, is the Earthquake. And that'll probably be coming in about 15 days from now, the end of the month, or beginning of next month, whenever Volcano deck is done, I assume. Next up, we got the York Playing Cards from Steve Lai. 12% funded, 24 days to go. First of all, I have no idea what York is. Apparently they're inspired by the ever mysterious court jester, except the back design is skulls, which has nothing to do with a jester, and flowers. It's almost like a Day of the Dead theme. Very shiny box. And oh, really? So you got a deck that you say is, and I quote from what it says right here: intricately hand-drawn playing cards inspired by the ever mysterious court jester, aka Joker. The back design is skulls and flowers, which I fail to see how that's, you know, how that has anything to do with the Joker. And the faces, well, the Ace of Spades is, it's not exciting at all. And the court cards is completely standard, maybe modified color wise, but that's not intricate. That's not intricate artwork, in my opinion, and nothing to be excited about. I'm not interested. They're looking for $5,000. I don't think it's gonna happen. They got stretch goals that they're not gonna hit. To be printed by MPC. Next up, we got Outbreak playing cards relaunched by Jeanette Dunnett. This came out, I think, originally last year. I remember seeing it. Um, Looking for $5,800 Canadian. So far, they're not anywhere close, but they got almost a month left. They barely got any funding last time before they canceled, and I don't see them getting a whole lot of funding this time. I'm not sure it's going to happen. Apparently, they got regular tuck cases and tin cases. Um, I don't know what the hell. Oh, survivals. I see. Zombies. They got the survivals and the zombies. Um, it's really just cartoony and a little bit goofy. And I don't know. I'm not interested in it myself. I wasn't interested in it before. Still not interested in it. And here's your back design. It says keep out, outbreak. It's a one-way back design. Despite all the mirror imaging of guns and the writing, the center, the hazard symbol, makes it a one-way back design, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of having everything else mirror imaged. But anyways, to be printed by MPC. Not a big fan, like I said myself, but you can check it out if you're interested. Next up, Royal Playing Cards from Natalia Silva, funded, 15 days to go. Viceroy's Playing Cards by Ian Cumpsty, 94% funded, 20 days to go. I think I mentioned that one last week. Oh, crap. Um, Crapola. To quote Police Academy, oh crapola. Okay, let's get on with it. So Viceroy's Playing Cards by Ian Cumpsty is 94% funded, 20 days to go. I think I mentioned it last week. It's a very interesting deck, interesting inspiration from the Mamluk cards, medieval Mamluk cards. But it's just a really busy face. It's really hard to make out the pips. So I'm not too interested. Then we got Hana Luxury Playing Cards from Steve Minty. Funded, well funded, 35 days to go. Hit some stretch goals already for foiling and whatnot. It's inspired by the Hanafuda decks from Japan. You see, I guess, those are the boxes. I guess these are the back designs, yes. Very interesting. There's a red one and a blue one. Colorful, floral. There's birds on them. And then you see the faces. Very highly detailed. Very beautiful. I do suggest checking this one out. And very big indexes. Very readable. Very usable. I like it. I've always, hoped somebody would do something like this because I don't have any Hanafuda decks. I'm not too interested in them. But making them into like a poker deck is an awesome idea. It probably would not hurt to do like an actual Hanafuda deck based on this artwork, but I'm not sure a lot of people would be interested. Hanafuda decks are decks that were popularized in Japan and Hawaii because it was forbidden to gamble, so they made these decks that were not standard, and using imagery for like suits and values. And they were also like mini deck size, so they can easily hide them in their hand so they can get caught. It was pretty interesting. Next up, we got Martin playing cards from Forge Arts. 60% funded, 25 days to go. Forge Arts is the new company from RarePlayingCards.com. Looking for $20,000, just over the halfway mark. Two decks. These are designed by Nikolai Arrow of, I forget what his company name is, but he's done quite a few decks to be printed by Legends for Diamond Finis. There's the Schwarzwald deck and the Martin deck, I guess it is. Sorry, the Martin edition. I'm an idiot. There's the Schwarzwald edition, which is a dark green. It stands for Germany's Enchanted Forests. And there is the Hamelin edition, which is cream colored. Tuck case represents Germany's majestic castles, towns, and villages, with the cards being a red color on this one and a blue-green color on the other one. As you can see, it's similar to other Nikolai decks, other decks that he's done, but they're very nice. They're Legends, so it's going to be great quality. I guess that one is a red, one is a blue, with some green. Very nice. I like them. I recommend checking it out, of course. I would have preferred a different style court card than what we usually see on all of Nikolai's decks, but I guess that's his style. Hopefully, he does some decks in the future that are completely different. But that's that. I like it. Go check it out. Then we got Royal Lines playing cards by Greg Wenkel. Lots of new decks to talk about, as you can see. Whoops. And what Royal Lines? Apparently it's a fresh take on classic playing cards. I guess that's the Royal Lines. To be printed by Legends. Oh, those are very nice. Well, the number cards are very nice, very interesting. The court cards they're not bad. I like the idea. And the back design is very simple diamond back pattern. Kind of classic looking. I kind of like that deck. I think I'm going to check this one out and probably pledge for it. Apparently the Jokers are a mystery. They'll be revealed in an update, which is fine with me. So yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's probably not going to fund it. Well, it may or may not fund at this rate. It's very slow to fund, but there's always hope. Dystopia playing cards by Joker the Thief, of course, funded. 48 hours to go. Aquarelle playing cards by Joey Miner. I think I mentioned that one before. 15% funded, 17 days to go. Not likely at this rate. Gracia playing cards by Empire Arts is funded with 4 days to go. For Smoke Illustrated playing cards by Gary Wilkinson, 16% funded, 29 days to go. I might have mentioned that one before. Yes, I did. With a nice vintage style, Victorian style, steampunk type artwork. Again, slow to fund. There's so many decks on Kickstarter that so many are having difficulty funding. Then we got the Metropole 100 playing cards from Mike Lambert, 65% funded, 8 days to go. Thinking it's going to fund, but I don't know. I mean, it's only a couple $1,000 they're looking for, and they haven't gotten that yet, so you never know. And then we got Bicycle Runic Royalty from Keith Glover. This is a relaunch, 35% funded, 20 days to go. Struggling a little bit, may or may not happen. They also have this deck on IndieGoGo, where they have amassed, to my amazement, a total of $0, or at least 0%. Next up, we got another relaunch, Day of the Dolls pinup playing cards by Stephen Lewis, 65% funded, 26 days to go. I think this one's gonna fund at this rate. Kind of a little bit strange for a pinup deck, but it's not bad. Green colored back design. It's the Bomb Cell edition with a Day of the Dead type theme as well. It's a combination of pinup models and Dia de los Muertos. Kind of interesting. Um, I mean, it's an okay back design. The faces are pretty nice. I like the colors. I think the back design maybe could have been a little bit better, but I don't know. I'm just not sure. I feel this back design with chicks on it, and this skeletons and flowers in the background. It's kind of interesting. It's a pretty interesting deck. And it might be worth checking out. And they got lots of artwork you can check out. I'll just get through this. I just want to find out more about this deck. Um, the Burlesque Poker deck. And the guy's company is now called Custom Gambler. And to be printed by the USPC. Not sure how many he's producing. Probably, whatever, 2,500. This is much better than the original project where he had, like, I don't know, 4, 5 decks he's trying to fund at once. At least 3, maybe 4, maybe more. At the same time, it was ridiculous. Next up, we got Cherry playing cards, not related to the Cherry Casino or Cherries that came out previously from Pure Imagination Projects. This is from Luis Plasencia. It's 2% funded, 34 days to go. It's not going to do well at all. The back design, very minimalist. It's just a bunch of cherries. At least it's mirror imaged. But, yeah, not interested in that at all. And in the court cards, they're just recolored, horribly recolored standard court cards. I really do not like those colors at all. They're just too bright, I think. And then I see they've used the cherries to make pips. Oh, and look at that. There's a reveal in the Joker. Not subtle at all. Well, the hearts for sure are made out of cherries. You don't know what the other pips are going to be. Plan is to produce it with the USPC on a B stock with magic finish. Fat chance that's going to happen at this rate. I just want to try to get through this video as quickly as possible. Abstract playing cards, which is pretty pathetic. Project is 10% funded, 15 days to go. Not going to happen at this rate. I hope not anyways. Luxury Handcrafted Playing Card Holders by Louis Frampton. 46% funded, 17 days to go. Might as well mention that. It's card holders. I'm not sure how many people watching this video would want that or would use it, but there it is. Trip Deck by Rick Cassani. 0% funded, 17 days to go. Not going to happen. Not a lot of interest in that game. It's not the first time. So many people I've seen, they have these games they play with their families or that they come up with, and then they think, you know what, let's put this on Kickstarter. We'll get it produced, we'll mass produce it, we'll make some money, make a business out of it, but no, it doesn't usually pan out. Very rarely does it pan out. Let's go to IndieGoGo very quickly. Oh. Come on. Come on. Don't got away. Crap, that was the microphone. What in the hell did I do? I don't know what that was. Wouldn't be a DJose 32 video without something going wrong. Anyways, on IndieGoGo, we got the Man card, which is a year-long Bible study on what it means to be a godly man. And it's also a deck of cards. It's 11% funded, 25 days to go. I don't think it's going to happen. Just because it is IndieGoGo, that's probably all the funding they're going to get. Excuse me, by the way. um, I apologize for burping. The back design, it just says man cards on there. And the faces, well, they got indexes for playing cards, but then they got a whole bunch of Bible quotes on them, as you can see in that one picture at the top. It's just not very interesting. 300 GSM paper probably means it's MPC. Anyway, also pure playing cards, 28% funded, 21 days through, also not going to happen. That one, along with the Aquarelle playing cards on Kickstarter, are very similar, very similar to the Odyssey playing cards that were put out some time ago last year on Kickstarter. And it's kind of lazy to just kind of copy other people's ideas. Nobody should be doing a diagonal stripe through the center unless it's going to be quite different. But they're not. They're very similar in style, and it just turns me off. Doesn't do anything for me. I think that's it. There's the bicycle runic royalty, 0% funded, $0, as I suspected. Excuse me. And then, a couple more things to talk about. First of all, there's a sneak peek at a new Jackson Robinson deck, but here's the face. It's called the Wild Kings. Obviously inspired by the name of his company, Kings Wild. It's not bad. I like that face. And the back, again, is not bad. Maybe it would be better with borders on there. I'm not sure. But a lot of people not liking the back design for whatever reason. And also, of course, people, again, talking about all the issues lately with Jackson Robinson decks, promises, things that he said was going to happen in decks or with special editions that aren't happening and whatnot, and issues and delays, and I agree with all that, and he needs to do much better. He needs to step up. And anyways, so we got that. A couple more coming soon to Kickstarter. We'll get to them when they come. Then we got the Hellions, the Madison Hellions. Apparently, they were inspired by the Gatorbacks as a, according to Daniel Madison, on a video on YouTube you can find on the Illusionist. There is the back design. Some more. Inspired by the Gatorbacks, I basically is doing this because David Blaine was nice enough to put him in his Gatorbacks deck, so he's decided to copy his deck, which is not cool. Also, for the millionth time, we do not want to see you and your buddies' faces on the court cards. That's just, enough is enough. It's getting ridiculous. If you want to, by all means, if you want to put your face and your buddies' faces on the court cards, go ahead. But customize the court cards. Don't use the standard bodies, because that's just lazy and the back design there. Here's the tuck case. He's also copying. That's getting even worse. But he's copying the Gatorbacks even more by putting the front of the tuck case on the back, as you can see. Look at all that embossing, which is ridiculous, and it looks like it's upside down as well, with the word Hellions on the bottom, upside down. Apparently, there's 3 different versions. At least it's different. It's not more rounders, dealers, hustlers, or revolvers, or anything else. And it's not a minimalist design, but the faces are. Also, another one from Illusionist coming soon, from Jeremy Griffith. It is the Royal Reserve, which is going to be another edition of the Republic collection, as it says right there. It looks pretty nice. Not sure when that's happening. Also, speaking of Balloonist, they have just recently released the white Ghost Luxury deck. Right here. Come on, really? There it is. I think I actually mentioned this one last time. $12 plus shipping. They wanted $15 to ship one deck to Canada. I said, not gonna happen. I'll go elsewhere. And they were nice enough to fix that. And then I ordered it, and apparently I only paid $12, and I don't think they charged me any more for shipping. So I'm not sure. Maybe or maybe not. I guess I'll find out when I get the deck, whether or not I actually paid for shipping or not. And don't worry about those ones. And then we get this. A new deck, a new Lux deck coming sometime this year. It's the final release of the original Lux design. Looks like it's going to be red, blue, green, and red, which is fine, the three standard colors. Looks like new jokers, nice new tuck aces. And the tuck aces, he says here, are same designs as the palm and elliptica tucks, and same thickness as the originals though. And a few tweaks here and there, free eye-popping colors. I think it's nice. And yes, it'll be nice that it's the last one, because they've already done 4 decks, 4 different colors in this original Lux series. And of course they are by I forget his name. Anyways, I guess the Albino Dragon project funded. Oh wow. Cancelled? Apparently this was canceled, despite the fact that he had $18,000 and a $5,000 goal. Wow. I don't know what's going on with that. A lot of great decks unlocked, but we don't have any real way to unlock more, since the majority of the funds come from the Make 100 pledges. These are restricted to, not just because of the spirit of the campaign, but also because of some limited deck quantities. If we replace some of these decks, we could do about 300 pledges, get us to over 40,000, unlock everything. They want to relaunch the project, blah blah. So yeah, that's kind of strange. Anyways, that is that. I'll shut up now. I keep talking and talking and talking. And, I should mention as well, very quickly, that crookedkingscards.com is dead. And if you backed one of his recent projects and didn't get your decks, you're out of luck, from the looks of it. Anyways, I apologize again. That is that. I'll see you next time with more. Leave a comment, rate, subscribe. See ya.